Hello everyone, before we begin our topic today, let me do a simple introduction. So my name is Lau Mei Sing, I'm from Group 18. My team members are Pang Po Yi, Go Yi Zhen and Tri Xiao Yi. During the next 10 to 15 minutes, we will be talking about cause of depression. You might wonder, what is depression? Based on World Health Organization, aka WHO, stated that depression is a common mental disorder that characterizes persistent sadness and lack of interest in previously rewarding or enjoyable activities. Speaking of depression, it reminds me of Mind Devote, which is a piece of art by Sebastian Eriksson. Alright, tell me, what do you think about this art? For me, I thought that this person here must be trying to escape something terrible from his own thought or feelings. In the same way, it gives me a sense of someone drowning in the darkness of his own mind. As we can see, the darkness of the mouth can actually give us the perception of dark thoughts of a terrifying place to be. Besides, it makes me think that he is hearing voices shouting in his own head. It feels that his screams coming out muffled as well. I mean, look at this whole expression of his face. Actually makes me feel that he is trying to escape from feeling that way desperately. And this work actually speaks about us because at some point we will feel the same in our life. You feel like your perspective are limited, everything is sad. As much as you want to express what you have inside, even with crying, it does not make you feel better. I mean, look at this. The darkness of his mouth in this piece looks like a lonely and scary place to be, which can make you feel desperate to try to get out of that situation. Also, you do not know how or who can help you to get out of that state of mind, and it's definitely exhausting to live your life pretending that everything is okay, but inside there is only sadness. But why do these feelings often happen in our life, especially nowadays while we are facing the pandemic COVID-19 since 2020? The economy of most countries has been affected badly since some of the places are under a total lockdown in order to decrease the case of COVID-19. In this case, most of the companies are trying their best to reduce their costs, so they fire some workers, which has increased the unemployment rates of a country. To prevent the widespread of COVID-19, the schools are forced to close, which makes the students have to switch their study modes from physical to online. Let's go back to our topic today. The three major causes of depression are academic pressure from parents, sexual orientation, and money worries.
Good day to you, Miss Ampang Po Yi. Today I will talk about the first point that causes depression, which is parental pressure. The educational institutes in our country are always look up for the brightest students to maintain their reputations. Parents are tends to set a high demands for their own children to match up the standard. In the majority of parents' mindsets thinks that high education leads to good career and bright future. They expected their children to become the best engineers, lawyers, and doctors, this kind of professional careers. They would not allow their children's lack of study because they think poor study have no future for their own children. Parents educate their children in a strict teaching. Some of them let their children to learn music instruments as many as they can so that they can become a successful musicians in the future. In the meanwhile, they also help them to register all types of tuition classes for them to study. They were not allowed to have their own personal times. The parents have not think that this kind of stuff have become the unbearable pressure for them. The parents didn't even ask about their willingness and what they are actually like. They started to scold and yell at them once they disobey their orders. This could hamper their self-esteem and start wondering if they are a failure. as they can't become what their parents wishes them to be. In the course of time, they will become more negative thinking and having negative self-talk regularly, such as, I'm so stupid, I'm so dumb, I can't do everything well. In that time, most of them refuse to communicate to others and get antisocial to publics. If they get depressed and getting serious, eventually they will choose to end up their life because they felt hopeless and helpless. They felt that no one is supporting them to do what they are actually likes, especially their parents. Their parents didn't encourage them and only scolding them without listening to their explanation and reasons. That's all for my presentations. Thank you, Miss.
Good morning to Miss. My name is Cui Xiaoyi, and I will be the next presenter to present the second causes of the depressions, which is sexual orientations of homosexuals. Nowadays, homosexuals have been very commonly seen in the society. They was hoping that maybe someday they will be accepted, but in fact that people are just still crowded them. People's low levels of inclusiveness and acceptance make them feel like they are abnormal. Besides, homosexuals has been facing school violence and verbal attacks anywhere, anytime, with no reason. Although it's not their fault, but people are just keep pointing behind them and spreading bad rumors about them. Some people also see them as freaks. Therefore, homosexuals have been less confident in expressing their thoughts. Homosexuals has no faults, and they are not freaks. The only difference between homosexuals and normal human beings are homosexuals' sexual orientations is attract between people with same sexual.
My name is Guo Yizhen and my ID number is 220047. Today I'm going to talk about one of the causes of depression, money worries. Several studies have shown that money worries will link to mental health problems such as depression and anxiety. Money worries adversely cause mental health problems. A day of worry is more exhausting than a week of work by Newport 2016. The stress of debt or other financial issue leaves them feeling depressed or anxious, such as the COVID-19 pandemic and the increasing cost of living are some of the daily challenges people are facing, clashing with their monthly incomes. However, there are several effects of money worries. The first effect is frustration. For example, the negativity of their thinking makes it harder to rebuild their finance. They may find it harder to concentrate to take care of a multiple of bills, and they may lose income by taking time off work due to anxiety or depression. Another effect of money worries is chronic mental illness. For example, the difficulties of managing their income lead to more financial problems, worsening mental health problems, and so on. Thus, the effect of money worries is miserable. For example, they become trapped in a terrible situation of increasing money problems and negative thinking. Money worries are a serious mental health problems and will cause depression in a person.
In conclusion, 3 points that are mentioned by my teammates are the major causes of depression. Depression is one of the most common conditions in primary care, but is often unrecognized and untreated. However, empathy is the best cure for it. We have to widen our understanding of each other and be aware of others' feelings and emotions to warm others' heart. Again, it is the price to pay for the peace and love on the planet Earth. People on this lovely planet have to take everything easy sometimes. You, me, everyone knows that working hard and fighting for dreams are important, but feeling good is also important too. So let's fight depression together. Thank you everyone. Hope you guys have a good day and goodbye.